Any examples of subcultures off the top of your head, Professor? Or are they impossible to pin down?
Well, they can be studied and categorized, for the most part, though the more we research, the more we find. Small groups can vary from religion to sports, music being the most intuitive way to form subcultures. Most of us think of punks or metalheads.
Yes, I see, but subculture does not necessarily mean subversive, right?
Definitely not. How about a gathering of sports enthusiasts, like surfers, who meet once a year in the Canary Islands, Australia, or Portugal? These people share a lifestyle and generally seek unpolluted beaches. They also promote ecology and plogging, which is when they clean shores while jogging or running back and forth in the water. Their subculture goes well beyond the very act of riding the waves, you see?
That's so cool. So, in a nutshell, what's the most important finding in your research so far?
Definitely the power of camaraderie and belonging to something that enriches one's identity because it transcends the individual but does not overwhelm them with an array of pre-cooked stereotypes.
At first glance, it seems all rosy within communities like the ones you've been researching.
Of course, all that glitters is not gold. Often those nice shelters turn out to be places where members fight for supremacy or dislike opposite or divergent thinking.
Is this another recurring pattern?
It is, I'm afraid. Despite their best efforts to be authentic, leadership is a factor in most gatherings, whatever the group.
Is this bad or harmful?
Not per se. It can become so when leadership leads to a bullying attitude that bans freedom. Such rivalry and disagreement often leads to schisms.
Divisions?
Precisely. Communities split into even smaller communities. Maybe more radical scenes end up losing sight of their initial aims. Not all is lost, though. The most devoted members hang in there and keep their community's flag flying despite internal fights.
Diehards are everywhere, right?
Another commonality.
Are there any others you mentioned in the lecture?
Indeed, there are. We also looked into gender, since oftentimes women pay the highest price for being part of such groups. Luckily, this does not always happen, so I wouldn't call it a commonality. Listen, I must get to class now.
Okay, Professor Currents, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.